If you have that amount of data and you don't have a sale yet, there's a pretty good indication you should negate it. Hamza says, most relevant keyword isn't performing well in phrase or broad match campaigns. Not exact. Will negative exact affect my campaign performance because I'm negating a most relevant but bad performing keyword? I think you're going to have to test this one to see what the data says. That's the safe answer. Negating a word will not affect the performance of a campaign depending on how you do it, right? There's two ways to negate a word. Negate a word with phrase match, or you can negate it with exact match. If you negate the word with exact match and you negate the word beer glass, I can still advertise on beer glass, this is the way, or this is the way glass. But if somebody types in beer glass, it won't show up. Negating it by phrase, however, if I negate the word phrase match beer glass, any combination of beer glass will never show up. So you might want to do an exact match negation and see what happens. Topi says, how much is the minimum spend for a keyword before adding them as a negative? I usually go for somewhere around $30 to $50, depending on the product and the price point, and 20 clicks. If you have that amount of data and you don't have a sale yet, there's a pretty good indication you should negate it, or at least partially negate. And you can go to the search term report. This is the best way to lower down your costs every week, is to go into the search term report, especially on the autos and broad matches. So I'm going to go into my Megapint auto campaign, going to click into the ad group, and you'll notice I recently negated these three things: beer mug, tumbler, and a specific ASIN. And I figured this out the other day by going to the search term report, sorting this by last 65 days, and then sorting it by spend. So I have spent $8,000 in spend on this one auto campaign pushing my Megapint cup. And in here, if you look at my base ACOS of 47%, anything that's significantly higher than 47% needs to be looked at. So Johnny Depp, I want to rank on that for SEO purposes. I'm willing to spend 74% on that. Johnny Depp merchandise did okay. Megapint, 23% ACOS. Obviously, somebody looking for Megapint, clicking on my product, I'm going to do well with that. But as we scroll down and look through the list, occasionally something's going to show up that's got a really bad ACOS. For example, this ASIN right here, this skull coin necklace. We spent $55 and only have one order at a 300% ACOS. It's a glaring example. Same with beer mug right there. So these, and you can click on the product and see like, okay, somebody looking at this, they're going to want a Megapint cup. Okay, it's a little piratey. Sure, I get it. But no, that's not going to be a good product for me to advertise on. So I'm going to go in and negate it. And here is a case example of the amount of spend. I've spent $55, one click, 57 clicks. Clearly not a good thing for me to advertise on. So I'm going to negate that out, and I'm going to be significantly healthier on my advertising moving forward. The word tumbler, another case example, 22 clicks, 27 in spend, no orders. I'm going to go over to negative targeting. I'm going to add that as, I already did actually, and a negative exact match. And so you look at the search term data and you can figure that out to see what's never going to convert. Now, let's say we didn't have enough data on that specific word. Well, you could put in the search term and you could filter and get multiple and dozens of words with the same information on it to eventually get the idea. Insulated wine tumbler. There's another one. So these are the next ones I'm going to negate. I'm going to go over negations, add negative keyword, add keyword, save. Then I'm going to go back. There was a second one in here. Sometimes in certain campaigns, they'll let you negate it right in the campaign itself, which is helpful. Pint glasses, insulated tumblers, insulated wine tumbler. None of these are going to do well for me. So if we open up a notepad to kind of go back and forth here a little bit, I'm going to copy and paste them in. So insulated. Here's a case example of exactly what I was talking about, right? So the word insulated is showing up multiple times in multiple ways. So if we go up to the top, we type in insulated right here, we're going to probably find hundreds of dollars in wasted ad spend, 100% ACOS. Here you go. Is there anything worth advertising in here? Well, apparently when I have a with lid, it does okay. Insulated mug did okay. But for the most part, these are all generic words that probably should not be advertised on. These are not going to work for me. So insulated mug for beer, some of these things, pretty much none of these are going to ever convert for me. So I'm probably going to just negate the word insulated. However, I don't want to negate Johnny Depp insulated cup. So here's the one counter to that. That's when we're going to lose a sale. But by and large, 99% of this pirate insulated cup, yeah, that's probably okay. You could do a lot of negations on the exact matches here. So if we exported this list right here, this is probably what we'll end up doing. This is a great case example of how to do auto campaign cleanups. We got all of the insulated keywords in here. We're going to copy and paste all of these. We're going to go over to the negative targeting. We're going to hit add negatives. We're going to add exacts. And in here, we're going to remove the Johnny. We don't want to do that one. And we want to keep the pirate one. So we're going to delete that one off. Any other pirates? All right, that's good. So I found 45 targets. I kept 2, and we're going to negate 43 of these and just do kind of a slow cursory view to see if there's anything else in here that we want to keep. Nope. All right, add keywords. Boom. I just added 48 negative keywords. That is how you decide when to negate a keyword on an auto campaign, just like that.
Subscribe to my Amazon guy for all the insights you need to skyrocket your sales and stay ahead in the Amazon game.